Charcuterie.
Look how clear it is.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. Good grief. Let's eat. I like my deviled eggs just like my wife, hot and spicy.
And they look like they're almost like jellyfish.
Ka-ching.
This here is what this journey of sailing around the world is all about. Today on Sailing Tela, we bring y'all with us for multiple days of soaking up the glorious sun. Woo, baby! At a private beach all alone. Sea creatures wash ashore. We found someone who parks a car even worse than me. Oopsie. Delilah gets a bath. We cook some good food, and Sean scores some bourbon finds.
Oh, good old Kentucky bourbon.
If you're new here, we are Sean and Amber Young and Delilah, and we are sailing around the world, one wave at a time, aboard our 44-foot sailing yacht, Tela. We've so far, in just over a year, sailed in and out of 11 countries and islands, crossed the North Atlantic Ocean, survived multiple storms, and made the most unforgettable memories of our lives. If this type of alternative lifestyle of true freedom sounds like something you're interested in, and you can relate to two country folks making their way around the world, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for our weekly videos as we make our way all the way around the world alone together. We recently sailed into Spain from France and have been sailing our way along the Spanish coast. We made our way to this marina in Belize, Spain. I climbed the mast for the first time ever while here. We celebrated Sean's birthday in last week's video, and we're soaking up our last few days here before we sail onwards toward Barcelona, Spain. Welcome back to Sailing Tela. We are here on our boat in Belize, Spain. It's about an hour's train ride outside of Barcelona. We're going to experience one of our last days here in Belize before heading on down the coast of Spain. Now, this marina, they actually have a private beach for club members. They open the club on Saturdays and Sundays to the club members. All the other times during the week, staying in the marina, they are allowing us to go have that private access to the beach. It's pretty crazy though, because this is the absolute cheapest marina we've ever stayed in. So during the week, to be able to have private access is pretty top notch. We have already spent some time there and we really enjoyed it. We've got our beach bag ready. It's got all of our snacks, our food. Let me just show y'all what I made. I am making some margaritas. It's supposed to have like limeade, but of course in a foreign country you can't always find the ingredients you need. So I found these little lime pops that are made out of lime concentrate, which is basically what limeade is. So we're gonna try this and see how it is and see if it's anything like margaritas that I used to make back in the States. So we shall see. For lunch, I just packed us deviled eggs, cut up some sausage and some cheese, breadsticks, and then we also have some chips in the bag. We have arrived at the private Marina Club Beach. We are the only ones here. All right, so we have made it to the private beach. We're about to pull out these margaritas that I made and charcuterie, or as Sean calls it,
Charcuterie.
First, let's give y'all a little look around. That is the marina right there. There's a pool up there. All of the chairs are over there for the members. Sean has set ours up. He likes to have the umbrella. I like to work on my tan. This whole area is pretty private. They're getting ready for the summer, as you can tell over there. This whole area is very nice, very private. But I just wanted to bring y'all around the corner and show you where like the public area is. So it's pretty like secluded. There's this big sand mound right here that blocks off the public beach, which is on the other side from this private beach. The public beach that's over there. We take Delilah to go run over there quite often. And the water is not insanely freezing, but it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. Look how clear it is. It's like crazy. We're going to be going on down the coast of Spain. I don't know if we're gonna go to Barcelona next or if we've got one stop in between there that Sean might have wanted to do. We'll see. This is where we are right now, and we've really been enjoying it because it's kind of off the beaten path to have access to a private beach like this and just be able to like unwind versus Barcelona that's like busy, little to no privacy. It's nice to have this time here, quiet, chill, zen, before we go on to busier, bigger places. Our little lunchy lunch. And you've got a margarita somewhere.
Yep.
Hadn't made these in like over a year.
First up, cheers. Absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10. Good job, babe.
Thank you.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. Good grief. Let's eat.
Ooh, that is good. That is good. What, baby?
Egg spicy. To put some cayenne in it.
I'll put a little bit of jalapeno juice. Are they too spicy?
Definitely good. I didn't expect that kick. Spicy's good. I like my deviled eggs just like my wife, hot and spicy.
Yep, there's a kick to that. Woo. The sun is beaming down.
So, y'all, there's a saying that says, do it badly, do it slowly, do it fearfully, do it any way you have to, but do it. And that's the essence of life. You should just get out there and do it. Live your best life. So cheers to you and to the best life.
Cheers, baby. Woo, baby. Baby, I packed that bag down, didn't I?
There ain't no hill for a high stepper.
In addition to the beach day y'all just saw, we've spent even more fun times on this private beach together all alone, soaking up the sunshine now that the weather has gotten even prettier. Sean, as you can see, he's bringing us some chairs, and I want to get as tan as possible. We brought our own umbrella.
Yeah, that works.
Just the two of us. I also tried my hand at homemade pizza for the first time ever. We had a beach day today. It was super fun. For the first time ever, I have made a homemade pizza dough. I'm a little bit nervous because this is my first time making it. Before I assemble the pizza and stick it in the oven, I am going to go take a shower and get all clean, but I'll show you all the final result and I'll let y'all know if we like it. This is the finished result, a little bit thicker than I wanted, but we shall see what it tastes like. Pizza was good, but I have a few things that I'm gonna work on next time. I'm gonna make the crust thinner, probably just gonna saute the onions and not do caramelized. Cook the crust a little bit ahead of time before putting all the toppings on, but it was pretty good. Well, we're on our morning walk this morning, and Sean said, what in the actual? I looked up, and this car has evidently dropped themselves off the side. I guess maybe trying to park there. Sean said they must have been drunk. Oopsie. We thought that these were like clams, but they're like some sort of, they've got tentacles and they look like they're almost like jellyfish. They look like Portuguese man o' war, and they're everywhere. And they're washing up from the water, obviously, and it's going all the way down the beach. We discovered these sea creatures that washed ashore. After researching them, we found out they're actually called by-the-wind sailors, or Velela. They're quite complex creatures to learn about, but here are some facts we found out about them. Feel free to pause the video here to read if you're interested. Because we're in the small town of Belize, we've been enjoying boat life in a more homey type of way, feeling less like tourists and more like locals. As mentioned in the video intro, Delilah got herself a much needed bath, and we've also been cooking all sorts of tasty meals. I am currently in the galley. I'm cooking up tacos, but I'm trying something new. I am going to layer everything in a baking dish and see how it comes out. All right, this is what they look like. They just came out of the oven. But I guess we're about to cut these babies open and see what it looks like. I'm making these homemade chocolate cookies. That's what we are going to be eating tonight aboard Tela. By the way, we also share all of our marina fees with our patrons, so you can check out our collection there. We have 18 marinas that we stayed in last year, and then we also posted 4 or 5 marinas that we've stayed in so far for Q1 on Patreon. We just walked over 3 miles to come to this liquor store. And now for the grand finale.
Just gracias.
Yes, thank you so much.
See you.
All right, y'all, super nice to meet Jordy, the owner of the wine and liquor store. And he took really good care of us. He used to sail with some friends of his in Port Belize, where we are now. So he was super interested in our sailing and our sailing channel, Tela, and he even gave us a bottle complimentary of their branded wine from their store, their club brand. So it was super nice of him to do that. Great store. All right, y'all. Well, it is cocktail 30 here on Tela, and we're having some cocktails here in the cockpit. Got us in about 8 miles. We went on a little adventure today. Y'all follow the channel, you know I like to sip a little bourbon every now and then. And my gorgeous babe, Amber, and I found this cool wine and spirit shop called Club del Set and met the owner of the store. His name was Jordy. Hell of a nice guy. He actually had some American bourbon whiskeys sitting on the shelf, and we picked up a few bottles. Let's take a look at what we got. We got this fine bottle of Eagle Rare 10-year-old by Buffalo Trace. Got one of my all-time favorites, good old Knob Creek 9-year small batch. And we also picked up this bottle of Michter Small Batch US1, all good old Kentucky bourbon. Now today, I'm going to crack open one of these and do a taste. Out of the selection, now I've had Knob Creek a lot, and I love Knob Creek, so I know that's good, so I'm not going to crack it open. And it just so happens that I got this thing coming up. It's called a day of birth celebration. I think I'm going to save this here Eagle Rare 10 and crack that open with a nice cigar.
We actually did this video out of order since Sean's birthday was last week. Happy birthday, baby.
Thanks, gorgeous.
He opened up the Eagle Rare in that video.
Couldn't be better. A little bourbon on your birthday week.
Click here in the top right of the video to check it out, or you can find it linked in the description box below.
So today, I think I'm going to crack open this Michter's Ka-ching. So today, I think I'm going to crack open this Michter's US1 small batch. I've actually never had this. This is not an expensive bourbon at all, but it was kind of strange to see some of this stuff sitting on the shelf over here in the Mediterranean coast of Spain. So let's get into this and see what it tastes like. Have a little sip and see what you got. That's very good stuff, y'all. Never had it before, but it's definitely not Knob Creek. I like the higher proof stuff. That good old Knob Creek is 100 proof. This Michter's is 91.4. But for an everyday sipper, can't go wrong with it. Good old Kentucky bourbon. Cheers, y'all.
All right, y'all, I am on this side of the camera, opposite of Sean. It looks like I'm drinking water, but I'm drinking Bombay Sapphire Gin with a little bit of this sparkling, well, actually a lot of it of this sparkling citrus water. Super tasty and refreshing after a super long day. We walked today literally almost 20,000 steps, over 8 miles today, exploring and adventuring. So it was a really good day. Before we totally close out, I am going to try the Michter's. I'm not a bourbon girl, not my thing, not my jam. I like wine and occasionally a cocktail, but I'm gonna see what I think about this. It smells like bourbon. Not for me. We also wanted to mention that while we were at Club Del Cep, he ended up giving us a bottle of this house branded wine that they have, the Club Del Cep wine. After we paid out, bought those couple bottles of bourbon for Sean, and he decided to give us this. He was such a cool dude, so nice. So if you're ever in Belize and you make the trip over there, it's so worth it. You definitely have to. It's such a good place. But that's going to be it for today. We're going to close out today's video now. We want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Sailing Tela. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on our weekly videos that we post right here on YouTube every single week. And we also want to say a special thanks to our patrons. We are having so much fun making content for y'all basically nearly every single day over there on Patreon. And that is going to end out today's video, and we'll see y'all next time on Sailing Tela.